Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Today we're going to be making my simple pico, salsa, whatever you want. I'll show you guys how to make this into salsa, but first we're going to start it off as some fresh pico. You only need 4 ingredients, which is a red onion, some fresh cilantro, Roma tomatoes, and a sweet onion and lime. Hold on, wait, that's 5. Okay, so you need 5 ingredients and 4 seasonings. First, we're going to start by slicing our Roma tomatoes, and I prefer Roma tomatoes versus the beefsteak or the really big tomatoes. These tomatoes are perfect for pico. So if you can get the small Roma tomatoes like I've shown you in this video, I suggest you go that. It also helps with the flavor of your pico. Now we're going to dice some red onions. And I like to dice my onions pretty small. So just like you see here, I made a few slits. And then I have some freshly diced, nice uniform onions and tomatoes. And I also do a video, if you guys want, on how to do a little bit of knife work. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm not saying I'm the worst. I can probably show you guys a few tips. Next, for this recipe, I'm going to use 2 whole limes and just cut those in half. And then we're going to work on our cilantro, of course. So with the cilantro, you can just roll it together and then just get really, really small slices as you go against the fresh leaves, like I'm doing here. And even after you do this, you can go back and dice it even smaller, depending on how you like it. Add all your ingredients to a bowl, and then we're going to just give that a stir really quick. Now, as for my seasonings, I have my seasonings together. I have garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, salt, and black pepper. That's the only 4 seasons that I use for my pico. But before I add the pico, I'm going to squeeze that lime juice in there. And as you can see, it already looks pretty much done, but it's not until we add those seasonings and our lime juice. We're going to give it a taste and see how we like it. Also, while this slow-mo is going, I'm going to give you guys another tip. A few years ago, I used to work in this Mexican-style restaurant, and we made pico all day, every day, and we made them 1,000 different types of ways, sometimes with green tomatoes, and sometimes if you want to make this spicy, you can also add some freshly chopped jalapenos to your pico. I'm just showing you guys how to make a basic pico that everybody, including the kids, can enjoy. But if you want to make it a little bit on the spicier side, then please feel free to chop up some fresh jalapenos, not canned, fresh jalapenos. Dice them up really, really tiny, and it's so yummy that way as well. Now, for you guys who don't like pico and prefer salsa, I was once that person. I was not too big on tomatoes and onions and things like that unless it was in a salsa form. So in order to make salsa, all you do is take this pico that we're making today and put it in the blender and pulse it a few times, and then you'll have salsa with all the flavors. It'll still taste fresh. It'll be amazing. So that is another tip while we're watching this slow-mo. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this time, and then also give you guys time to finish up in case you're making this while this video is on. And we're almost. So I've added my limes, and now I'm going to add my seasonings. Again, this is about a tablespoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can add more if you wanted a little bit more spice or a little bit more kick to it. This salsa is actually not spicy at all. The cayenne pepper just gives it a little flavor. I have about a half a tablespoon of salt, and I have about 1/4 tablespoon of black pepper. You don't need a lot, and I suggest adding all your seasonings to maybe like a small bowl, mixing them together, and gradually adding your seasons while you taste them, just so you can make it to your liking. You don't have to follow this recipe to the T. I definitely want you guys to enjoy it. I know we all have different palates, but for sure, these ingredients is going to get you through. And this recipe is nice, it's fun, it's easy. Like I said, you only need 5 ingredients and 4 seasonings. And everybody will love this. I literally make this at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. And it's a big hit. Whether it's Taco Tuesday or not, this is definitely our favorite salsa in here. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. And after we're done, we're just going to give it a stir. And this is our end result. Like I said, this is pretty fresh. The juices do come together. I like to let mine set in the refrigerator for about an hour before we eat it. You don't have to do that, but all the flavors, they do marry together. As you can see here, this is an hour after I've had it in the refrigerator. So you can kind of see those juices are down there, because who doesn't like juicy pico? And again, if you want to make this into a salsa form, please feel free to put it in your blender. Or if you have one of those little mini blenders, that'll probably suffice as well. So thank you guys for coming. As always, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys want to learn. If you have any ideas, or even if you try this recipe, just let me know. And yeah, have a happy 2022. This is the first video for 2022. I'm excited. I'm glad that we've all made it this far. And I'll see you at the next video.